Have you always wondered losing weight is always harder than gain weight? Hi, my name is Chase and I'll be explaining the different ways to lose weight and also at the very end to sustain that goal weight of mine. And also I'm going to give you an everyday basis how to lose weight to get to the main goal weight of mine. So I'm going to explain three things. One I already kind of mentioned a little bit, but the main two is dieting and exercising, and the last one is going to be maintain that weight. So the first one is dieting. So having a good layout of food, which is greens and such, and not high in fat foods like oil, like fried stuff like fries and such, and deep fried stuff, because with the deep fried stuff, that alone uses that rather the high calorie stuff more than your body fat. So at the end, your body fat will be the same. Not only that, probably gain as well, just depending on how much you eat. But with the greens, you can at least eat right in the middle. Don't feel stuffed, don't feel full, and be satisfied at the very end. And another thing is plan like a day system of having breakfast, lunch, and also dinner. So you can sneak a snack between lunch and dinner, and also breakfast and lunch, like a yogurt or some kind of lettuce with a little cheese on it would be perfect. So like I said, healthy dinners and such, breakfast and lunches like greens and low calorie based foods and low carbohydrates, or at least healthy carbohydrates for that matter. And make sure you eat the proper amount of each foods, because if you eat too much, guess what happens? You feel stuffed. When you feel stuffed, your body tends to use that more than your body fat. But at the very end, if you eat like just very little bit, your body will use your body fat instead, lose the weight, and then when you eat regular food again, your body weight will spike right up again. And even though if you're eating very little, your body's weight will spike right up. And that happened to me before, so please don't do that if you eat too little. So anyways, so that's the diet part. So make sure you don't eat too little, too much, and also have a breakfast, lunch, and also dinner and snacks necessary in between. You don't have to have snacks, but it's whatever you feel comfortable of. Another thing I want to talk about is exercising, because exercising is really good. So the first part is make sure you do exercising. One is sleep, because sleeping is really good for you. And also make sure you eat the proper foods, because when you wake up, you can do these exercises and such. And all that good stuff. So make sure you have the proper sleep, and also make sure you eat properly, like the diets. And not only that, you can do like the basic free exercises like walking, running, and also hiking, or whatever the case may be, even the gym itself for cardio. Because you can go all those places, but like the free basic areas is literally running, walking, and hiking, because where I live, there's a bunch of free hiking trails you can go, park, and just go up and have a really good time. There's a bunch of views around because it's really a mountain area. So make sure, like I said, make sure you go those exercises, make sure you have your heart rate up, is because that's where it's most effective in a way. So the last point I'll be explaining is how to maintain that weight, your goal weight at the end. So for example, if your original weight is at 220 pounds, but if you want to go down to 170 pounds, and you're successfully made it to 170 pounds after a few months of doing it, because you don't want to go too fast nor too. I mean, you can go slow if you wanted to, but being too slow can also have risk factors, which I'm not going into. You can look that up if you want to, but also, anyways, so when reaching to the goal weight that you require, which is 170, make sure you maintain it. So how to maintain it is to reduce the eating. So not reduce the eating, but like you can go to a higher calorie count, so breads, fried food, and such, but do not overextend that. And also, you can reduce the exercising as well, so you can reduce that as well. So if you're doing it 4 days, you can do it in 2, and all that good stuff. So at the end, so make sure you reduce that, but do not trash it out the window. So make sure you always have that in mind so you can sustain that. So overall, I explained 3 points, which is dieting, exercising, and also maintaining the weight limit of your goal. So at the end, so make sure, like I said, you do that. So the importance is really live longer by losing the weight, and also make sure you have the healthy weight, which is probably 180 to 200 for most people, and make sure you do that. So at the end, you just have to ask yourself, do you really need to lose the weight or not? Thanks for listening.